Well, here we go. Spider-Man is coming back to the MCU for at least one more movie. Probably one more movie to finish off the Tom Holland trilogy. Not really surprised, but hoping he doesn't stick around long term because I'm not real excited about where the future of Spider-Man is in the MCU if the rumors are true. So we're going to talk about that in this video on Clownfish TV. We'll talk about what this means, how this came about, if this will be a long-term thing or just one more movie, one more day for Spider-Man in the MCU. If you guys haven't subscribed to Clownfish TV, please do so for pop culture news, views, and rants. We're at, I think, 63 or 64,000 subs. We really appreciate it, guys. We're hoping to hit 100,000 very, very soon. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for that. That helps us make content. Helps us make content for you. So this is coming from Hollywood Reporter, Heat Vision, because it's, you know, hot. Spider-Man shocker. Disney and Sony striking a deal for one more movie. One more day for Spider-Man. The two studios are once again working together with Tom Holland's hero set to star in 2 more films. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Spider-Man shocker. Sony striking a deal for one more movie set to star in 2 more films. Oh, whatever. Okay, so one more Spider-Man movie and then probably another Avengers movie. Spider-Man is back in action after publicly parting ways over a deal gone south. Disney, Marvel, and Sony are back at the table and have struck a deal that would see Marvel produce another Spider-Man film for Sony. The new film even has a release date, July 16th, 2021. Hey, money talks, people. Money talks. I'm thrilled that Sony's journey into the MCU will continue, and I and all of us at Marvel Studios are very excited that we get to keep working on it, said Kevin Feige, who was out the door like a week ago. Spider-Man is a powerful icon and hero whose story crosses all ages and audiences around the globe. He also happens to be the only hero with the superpower to cross cinematic universes. So as Sony continues to develop their own Spider-Verse, you never know what surprises the future might hold. Well, one of those might be a Madam Web movie. Like, we are really kind of like running out of ideas, aren't we, when we give Madam Web her own movie. Okay, also part of the arrangement, Spider-Man will appear in a future Marvel movie, probably an Avengers movie, or oh my god, are they going to put him in Captain Marvel 2? Are they going to put Spider-Man Captain Marvel 2? Are they going to make Spider-Man Captain Marvel's sidekick? That was a rumor. That was a rumor going around that Captain Marvel 2 would have had Spider-Man as Carol's sidekick. So in 2015, Marvel and Sony unveiled an unprecedented intra-studio partnership that produced not only 2 well-regarded and massive hits with Homecoming and Far From Home, but also took the character whose movie rights are owned by Sony and put him into the cinematic universe, where the character became one of its key players. But the co-parenting deal fell apart not too long after the release of Far From Home, spilling into the open. In August, terms of the new deal were not revealed, but it will allow Marvel and its chief Feige to produce and run creative point on one more movie that would star Tom Holland, the actor who is the current incarnation of Spider-Man. Depending on how things go, more movies could be in the offing. The partnership between Sony and Marvel has been fruitful, yada yada. So here, there said there were plenty of incentives to drive the two sides to return. Shared revenue of the box office receipts notwithstanding, the success of Spider-Man also drives other lanes. Sony, for example, has a slate of Spider-Man characters that are in the early stages of getting their own movies, with Venom already a hit and a sequel to start shooting in November. Morbius, another title based on a Marvel character, is in post-production. It's coming out next year. There are the Spider-Man video games, which are pretty damn excellent. Marvel gets to capitalize on merchandising. But perhaps more importantly, it gets to keep creative control over its most popular character, something it did not have during the years that saw the studio, run by Amy Pascal, make critically maligned movies, and thus protect the brand. Protect the brand. All I can think of when they say is protect the brand is Ghostbusters 2016, since we're talking about Sony. What was it? Protect the barrier. Protect the barrier. Okay, yeah, so... You know, I'm really torn. I know I do like Tom Holland. I want to put that out there. I think he's a great Peter Parker, but I don't like that Spider-Man in the MCU has been relegated to sidekick status. He's been a sidekick to Tony Stark. A lot of people call him Iron Man Jr. And the rumor was going around that he would continue his sidekick status, that he would actually be a sidekick to Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel 2. Hopefully that's not the movie they're going to put him in. I mean, beyond the fact that I don't think he should be playing in the cosmic ball field, right? I don't think anybody wants to see one Marvel mascot belittled by another wannabe Marvel mascot, and I'll let you pick which one is which. Nobody wants to see that. So the good news about this, I guess, from a storytelling point of view, is that Far From Home ended on a cliffhanger, and they will have the opportunity to wrap things up. And if he's in one more movie, maybe they'll, do something and send him to another Earth via a portal. Maybe Doctor Strange will send him someplace else, and then they can do Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland in the same universe as Venom or whatever. That's very possible. That might be how they're going to do it. Hopefully they don't decide to just kill Peter Parker off, and bring in Miles Morales, which they could do that too. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? But at the end of the day, money talks. And this whole thing was very, very embarrassing, I think mostly for Disney. Because one, from my point of view, it was Disney's greed that, caused this problem. They wanted to alter the deal, Darth Vader style, and get a bigger chunk of the box office. Now, people have said that there are some folks at Sony that were also very difficult. So you've got two sides that are very stubborn here. But the news broke out during D23 as Disney is announcing or giving details on their new Spider-Man attraction coming to Disneyland. They've got a Spider-Man attraction based on Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man as the news breaks that Spider-Man is not staying in the MCU. So that was incredibly embarrassing for Disney to have that break during a D23 weekend. So I did expect money to talk. Plus, they can't really afford to lose Spider-Man. And if some of those Apple Sony rumors, which I think are kind of a stretch, but if Sony's a free agent out there with Spider-Man, they could potentially take him to another competitor. Who knows? Doesn't surprise me that this happened. Not excited about a Madam Web movie. Has anybody actually won a Madam Web movie? I don't think so. I think they're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. So yeah, at least 2 more movies. We'll see what happens. I have mixed feelings about it. I really do. I mean, at first I was like, man, he was the only good thing left in the MCU. But I also am very, very afraid of what they're going to do to him in Phase 4 and Phase 5, because it looks like they're taking everything in a very different direction. And that direction does not seem to be very hospitable to Marvel's old school heroes. So maybe they'll kill him off. Maybe they'll kill off Peter Parker. Who knows? So we're going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. This has been Neon. We'll talk later. Thinking about printing your own comic books, graphic novel, or manga? We recommend our friends over at Print Ninja. We've been using Print Ninja as long as they've been printing comics, and both the quality and price is excellent. Mention Clownfish TV and get an additional 5% overrun of your book order quantity printed for free. For free! That's free books, people. Just mention this offer on the phone or in the additional information box on the quote request form. That's printninja.com, or click on the link in the description below. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.